Hi, and welcome back to another episode of AdTastic from Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Tony Stanall, and today we're talking to Ben Albert of Balbert Marketing, all the way from Rochester, New York. Welcome, Ben.
I'm excited to be here, Tony. Thank you for having me, man. Very grateful.
Sure. Well, tell us a little about what your line of business is with Balbert.
Yeah, the easy one-liner is I say we help businesses save time and make money with proven marketing systems. It's a very tailored approach, so it really depends on the need of the business owner and the priorities and their goals. But at the end of the day, it helps them save time so they can spend it with the ones they love and in their business, right? And make money so they can run the business and be self-sustainable, go to the promised land.
Well, we like to talk about success stories on this episode in this video podcast, and I'd like to ask you to give us an example of something you've done for a client that really worked, helped their business, or what have you.
Well, I want to actually pinpoint the fact that I love working with anyone. Back in the day, I was taught never give anything away for free. I think that's the worst advice ever. I love consulting and working with the little guy because you never know where they'll go and they will bring you up with them. So, to give you a really simple example, I have a successful podcast, and a good buddy of mine was looking to start a show, but didn't really have much of a budget for him. So, in just a few calls, I gave him the framework. Very talented guy, but I gave him the framework, and him and his partner started Time Out with Leaders, which is now in like the top 0.5% of podcasts. And they're running
Wow.
with it. They're kicking butt, but it was literally just me providing free value to them with some intro calls to get things started, and then them taking that template and becoming top in the industry with it. Now, I can help people more day by day and hold them by the hand. But I just like to pinpoint that I love driven people. I love working with people with a massive vision, and seeing it come to fruition, whether or not it puts money in my pocket or not.
Gotcha. And in your bio, you say something, a term I hadn't heard before, which is person branding. Could you tell us a little about that, Ben?
Yeah, so personal branding and at the absolute core, um, let's give an example. So accountants, how many accountants and CPAs are there in the world? There is what, hundreds of thousands? How many marketers are there? How many financial advisors are there? And most people, assuming you're aligned with a good service, a good company, you know what you're doing, most people can do a good job and get good results. So we all kind of become a commodity that who do I choose? Who do I work with? The one thing that will make you a differentiator, that will make you no longer a commodity, is your personal brand. People, as we probably already know, want to work with people they know, like, and trust. So if you can develop a personal brand where you're not just the financial advisor, you're the financial advisor that helps the community, with aligns with charities, that helps people for free, that helps the underdog and the little guy. You're the marketer that gives, and knows that it'll come back around. You start creating a personal brand around you as the business owner, as the salesperson, as the person. And guess what happens? As you develop that personal brand, it doesn't matter what business you're in, if you transition to a new role, if you're doing charity work, you can take that personal brand and that goodwill and well standing and monetize it in really any way you want. You don't even have to monetize it. You could just run a fundraiser, and you've given so much that people want to support you. So that at the core is developing a personal brand that allows you to differentiate yourself from everyone who's offering the exact same service as you.
Gotcha. Yeah, differentiation. It's part of positioning. Uh, Ben, in the last I don't know 20 seconds or so, tell us a little about your Real Business podcast and where to find it.
Yeah, so Real Business Connections, you can go to realbusinessconnections.com. I started hyper local. I'm from Rochester, New York. I started Rochester Business Connections. I started very niche. And after building a local community with the local show, I've decided to rebrand for a national audience. So I went hyper niche. Now we're national. It's called Real Business Connections. And you can basically hear me learn brand new things with brilliant guests every single week. So check that out, guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, Ben.
Thanks for having me, Tony. Dude, it's been awesome. I appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of AdTastic. To find out more about Ben Albert and his many podcasts, not just one, go to dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you real soon.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.